Chazak u'baruch, Boker Tov. I know it's a little bit late, but let's rush through it a little bit. Masechet Megila Perek Daled, Mishnah Gimel. Here in the Mishnah, it talks about what items you need a Minyan for. So it starts off in Porsin et Shema, and then unless there's a Minyan. Porsin et Shema means, let's say a person comes to shul and they've already been passed Barechu. So now there's a few guys that came a little bit late, so they want to make a Minyan and just start off, right after Kaddish, Baruchu, Yotzer Or, etc. You need a Minyan for that. Then Ovrin Lifnei Teva. Ovrin Lifnei Teva means Shaliach Tzibur for the Amidah. Sometimes you might have been in a Minyan where a person came late and he just starts off, I need everyone's attention. He starts off, Hashem Savatat Yiftach, Baruch Atah Hashem, and he goes all the way to Kedusha. So that you need a Minyan for of course, for Amidah. Ve'eno sinit kapehen, and you cannot do Birkat Kohanim unless there's a Minyan. Ven korin Torah, you don't read the Torah unless there's a Minyan. Ven maftirin banavi, and there's no haftarah unless there's a Minyan. And now it gets into a few things that had to do with customs of funerals back in the day that you needed a Minyan for. Ven osin ma'amad u'moshav, standing and sitting. There was a custom that 7 times they were going and sitting and walking toward the burial. Ashkenazim do this in a very short, while they're walking with the casket, they just stop 7 times. And the 7 is because Shlomo HaMelech and Kohelet opens with the pasuk Hevel Havalim, Hakol Havel, Hevel Havalim. So Hevel Havalim means like the world. This world is nothingness. It goes by so fast, and we have to take advantage. So it's 7 times mentioned. So that's what the 7 is for. Back in the day, they used to make a special thing every time they would stop. They would read Tehillim. They would do eulogies. That was only done with 10. Ven omrim birkat kohanim. Sorry, birkat avelim. They had a special bracha after the avel. After they do the burial, they come to the square of the city and they do a bracha for the mourners that we don't do nowadays. That was only with 10 people. V'tanchume avelim, and the consoling of avelim. This Ashkenazim do as well. After a funeral, after the burial, you might see that they go into 2 rows, and the mourners walk through the 2 rows, and people give their tanchumin at that time. Ashkenazim do that. The Mishnah says that it's only with 10 people. Ubirkat chatanin, sheva brachot, for weddings is only done with 10 people. Ve'en mezamnin b'Shem, 10 men, yes, Minyan, thank you, 10 men. Ve'en mezamnin b'Shem, zimun with Elokenu is with 10 as well. So, and we said none of these, without pachot me'asara, nothing less than 10. Ubekarkaot, Isha ve'kohen. Back in the day, when we had the Bet HaMikdash, a person would donate, let's say, a piece of land to the Bet HaMikdash. And now the Bet HaMikdash, so they needed money, they want to sell the land. So to sell the holy land, a piece that was donated to the Bet HaMikdash, it was a whole service that was done, and you needed a minyan for that as well. Even though you're selling it to one guy, you need a minyan there, and you needed a kohen there. So it says, Tish'a ve'kohen, 9 people and a kohen. You need at least 1 kohen there. Ve'adam kayotze bahen. So too with a man. There's a parsha in the Torah of erchin, where a person donates his own value to the Bet HaMikdash. My value, however, I am, and the Torah tells us, depends on age. So now a person wants to donate his value, but now you have to come with money. So that process was done in front of a minyan, 9 with a kohen. Next Mishnah. HaKoreh Torah lo yivchot mishlosha psukim. When a person reads the Torah, each aliyah cannot be less than 3 pesukim. Sometimes in different versions of books, it says stop here, start here, stop here, start here. I've been to a minyan once where there was someone took, he took the stop from this version, and he started in a different version, and he ended up reading only 2 psukim. Rabbi Isaiah caught it, and the whole thing in halakha what to do. And basically the brachot, where the person goes out with bracha levatala. So minimum always 3 psukim. Lo yikra la miturgaman yotem min pasuk echad. Back in the day, way back at the time of the Gemara, I'm not sure if after that, they used to have a meturgeman. Moroccans have a last name turjuman, right? Or trojman, right? Trojman. So that is from the word meturgeman, which means the translator. Back in the day, they would read the Torah, one pasuk, the Mishnah says one pasuk, and the translator, he would translate one pasuk. The Gemara also talks about a turgeman that was just like a speaker system, where he wouldn't translate anything, he would just say it loud. So the person would read it on a regular level, and then he would project it loud. So you do one pasuk, because you give him more, he might forget. So one pasuk at a time. Ubenavi shlosha. When you do the haftarah, so 3 psukim he could handle. For the haftarah was easier. Hayu shloshtan shalosh parashiyot, korin echad echad. But if these 3 psukim that are in the haftarah, each one is its own parasha, each one is its own topic, you give him one at a time. 3 will be too much for him. Midalgim benavi, then midalgim batorah. We could skip around in the Navi and Haftarahs, but not in the Torah. Meaning, sometimes you have Haftarahs, like in Vayelech, which we say for Nachalot, so Mishmarot, there in the middle of the Haftarah, it skips to a different part, a different Sefer. Sometimes you can have Haftarah, which starts off in Yeshaya, and then goes to Micha, and it goes to different. In the same Haftarah, you could skip around, but not on the Torah. Meaning, when you're reading the Torah, you can't, in the middle of the Aliyah, pause here, and then we're reading this parasha, etc. We do that on fast days, but we skip in between aliyot. In the Siddur, it looks like it's all one, but it's one aliyah, and then we roll it, and then we read the other 3 aliyot. But that's okay because it's not in the same aliyah. The last part, Ve'ad kama hu medaleg, ad kedish lo yifsok meturgeman. Back in the day, when they would skip in the middle of the haftarah, which we do with certain haftarot. So back in the day, they would tell the person a few psukim. He would announce. Now, how much can you skip? The amount that is less than before he finishes. We don't want him to finish his announcement and you're still turning pages. So that's the maximum you're allowed to skip in the times back in the day, in the times for the haftarah. Okay, that's that for today. We have 5 Mishnayot left in Masechet Megila Mishnayot. Bezrat Hashem will be able to finish it this week. So I do want you to think about, you can let me know, the next topic. I was thinking Mishnayot of Masechet Pesachim, getting ready for Pesach. Or I was thinking something we never did yet, which we did do Megillat Ruth, we did Shir Shirim. We never did Megillat Esther. If you want to go through Pasuk, Megillat Esther could be interesting. What the Pirush of the Gra, the Gaon of Vilna, which is a very famous Pirush on it. I don't know if we'll finish in time for Purim, but you let me know what you feel you like better, and we'll decide. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen. Rabbi Chananya ben Akashya omer ratzah HaKadosh Baruch Hu lezakot et Yisrael lefi chachim ba'adam Torah Moshe shene'emar Adonai chafetz man tzidko yagdil Torah ve'yadir. Amen.